the information security management of the Registration and Electoral Office. First, let us talk about the background. The Registration and Electoral Office provides administrative support to the Electoral Affairs Commission to effectively perform the function to the Electoral Affairs Commission regulation. In recent years, the government computer security system detect other malicious software attempt to invade government computer system, spreading ransomware through the span. Therefore, it is essential for government to consider some appropriate on how to protect its privacy well and increase the security level. Now, we would like to talk about the current problem.
The firewall is important for protecting the internet security of the government, but it is not comprehensive security. The terminal equipment may suffer from different types of cyber attack even they have firewall. The most well-known type of cyber attack is ransomware and DDoS. The ransomware will block all the function of the computer and disable viewing and access. That means the government will lose all the control over computers and the important information. Mostly, the ransomware will ask for a huge amount of money in order to unlock the computers. However, the ransomware may back up the important data of the computer. The attacker enters a system through a network system to steal the information such as the personal information of a registered user and personal information of citizens from the government database. It will bring harms to the government and citizens if the data overflow. Other of cyber attacks such as denial of service attack, DDoS will simultaneously launch attacks on targets through computers from different sources, consuming the bandwidth and server resources of the government, tribally affecting the service of the website. In the past, the Hong Kong Registration and the Electoral Office have happened the accident regarding the officer lose the computers or USB which saved the data of Hong Kong voter. The data include the name and the personal information of citizens such as home address. It is an important information security loophole.
Low security awareness is a potential risk of having information security problem. Some employees do not have a sufficient training on preventing malicious software or receiving fundamental education in information security. Since government have many confidential information about the citizen, their computers should avoid being attacked by the malicious software, especially the database with the personal information of voter. It may include the name, address, and Hong Kong ID card number of the voter. Government will receive plenty of email every day. The employee need to reply the email for people inquiry. But when the employee do not have a sense of information security, they may accidentally download a malicious software and cause a damage in government operation. If the employee do not know how to identify which file or document should not be opened, the computer may easily get a virus. Moreover, some employee may open a malicious site and resulting in data leakage. Employee can browse out the content of the page normally, and the cracker may obtain the various data in the computer illegally. The employee may be unknowingly give away the confidential information, such as the password of government internal login system or the private document uploaded to the fake website. If the information was leaked, the government will need to take a serious responsibility and make up to the victim.
In the following session, In the following session, we will provide corresponding possible solution for each problem. The first solution is the government can install and upgrade the software so it can help to prevent and detect virus and hacker. The current problem of the government is their computer will be hacked and the information will be stolen, so we suggest that they can install software which will function in security like firewall, IDS and IPS, and I will talk about IDS first. IDS is called Intrusion Detection System. It will monitor the network or system for malicious activity or policy violations. If there are someone try to compromise the information system through malicious activities or through security policy violation, the IDS will detect that and automatically alert the administrator, so we can know that there's a hacker trying to hack our computer from IDS. The second software is firewall. It will only allow the permitted access into the internet. It can help to prevent the unauthorized internet users or users from private network connect to the internet, so the hacker will be more hard to hack into our system. The third software is IPS. It is called Intrusion Prevention System. It will monitor a network for malicious activities like security threats or policy violations, and the flow of IPS will identify the suspicious activity first, and it will record down the information, and it will try to block the activities. Finally, it will report it. The government can also upgrade their software and system. For example, they can upgrade their operating system so that during the upgrading of the system, the system will repair the security host and remove the computer bugs so that there are less bugs and security hosts in the computer. The hacker is hard to hack into the computer and system. Also, the government can also hold a program to hire the white hat to find bugs in the system in a period like 3 months. There are some successful precedents of the program in Singapore, and white hat is a good hacker which they must register in a HackerOne, and they can get their boundary if the bus they found is failed, and the boundary size will depend on the complexity and the seriousness of the bus. The first solution is the government can close the unnecessary ports and only allow the permitted IP to access into the internet. It can help to increase the security of the internet. They can close the unnecessary ports like 445 or 135, so the port of hacker can hack will decrease, so the chance of losing information will also decrease. For the necessary ports like 3389 or 5500, I suggest the government can open a whitelisting, and they only allow the IP in whitelisting to access into the port. And they can also close the unnecessary file sharing. If there is needed file sharing, they can use ACL or strong passwords to restrict the permission of access. Be careful that the anonymous access is forbidden to help to prevent the hacker to be hacked into the internet, so that it can increase the security of the internet.
The third solution is to provide training program to staff to raise security awareness of staff. In this part, we will develop a game for staff. Before introducing the game, we will first introduce 3 kinds of common problems that are likely to encounter. They are malicious email, software, and websites. For malicious email, the government is encouraged to list out an anti-spam mail list for employees to add to the junk mail so that they can prevent to receive them. For malicious software, staff should keep in mind to turn on an updated anti-malware software and run scheduled scan regularly. There are two kinds of malicious websites, one possibly with Trojan virus while one without. To prevent websites with virus, some anti-malware provides the protection of checking URL, such as Panda.com. For malicious websites without virus, which usually pretend to be our normal websites, but it actually aim to steal users' information, staff should never give out any confidential information, even if it requests. So the ultimate goal is to provide training program to staff, which is related to education. However, education through simply talking might seem to be monotonous. So I will introduce the above method we mentioned by a game. Here, we are going to introduce the education website to staff in order to raise their interest on the security issue. So here is the homepage of the cybersecurity education websites for staff. Firstly, we will introduce these four kinds of malicious software, including phishing, ransomware, DDoS, and malware, as well as the way to prevent them. So the staff can choose to read according to their preference. Since the website aims to raise the interest of staff, the information will try to be as simple as possible. Let's take a quick look in these four software. The information here is like what we introduced in our PowerPoint. So finally, we developed a situational game for the staff. Here we draft 3 simple MC questions. Although it is simple, many staff or members will commit the mistake carelessly. These 3 situations are so common to face in workplace in the reality. For example, for question 1, the employees receive the malicious mail with an URL shown here. They have 3 choices with the situation. Obviously, the answer is to close and delete the mail, since the mail is sent by a stranger. For question 2, it is the situation of opening a malicious website, claiming that there will be a test refund. Obviously, the answer is C. Do not click Get Restarted and turn on an anti-malware immediately. So here we can see the explanation here in details. So an official logo doesn't mean that the page is real. So for question 3, similarly, when we find a malicious software like the pop-up window shown here, we should install antivirus software and run scheduled scan regularly. So the answer is C. That's all for our presentation and demonstration. Thank you for your attention.